There are three essential qualities or elements that make up every good edit. And interestingly enough, it's the same three qualities that make up a good editor. Let's get into it. My name is Adam. I've been a video editor for 17 years, and what I've noticed about every good edit is that it has these three elements to them, okay? Now, before we even get to the first one, I want to show you one of my favorite commercials that I feel represent these three elements perfectly. Let's watch it, and then we'll dive into these things.
I want the world. I want the whole world. And if I don't get the things I am after, I'm going to scream. Give it to me now. Presents and prizes and sweets and surprises.
That commercial is so fun and it's so good. One of the things that I love about that commercial is that the editing is so strong. Usually editing is the invisible art. If you do it well, no one even notices you're doing it. But this one, the editor brought forward themselves into the edit and it worked out great. You know what I mean? Like, it worked out great. So what is that first thing, that first quality, that first element that makes up a good edit or good editor? Well, it's called flow. When I think of flow, I think of skateboarding. I used to skateboard a lot. I love skateboarding. As a street skater, you would be basically like just riding through the city and doing tricks on whatever was coming your way. So you were reacting to whatever was coming down the sidewalk, whatever was, if you're cutting through a parking lot, whatever was happening, and your ability to flow over it, around it, above it, below it, whatever your thing was, but you're flowing through that environment, okay? And that is exactly what a video editor does with the audience. He takes the audience, or she takes the audience on this journey, and that flow can be poetic because what that shows is a knowledge, a deep understanding of the art, whether it's skateboarding, video editing, whatever it is, the deep knowledge of your craft. A good edit will have flow. Don't get caught up in like, is this flow? I don't know if this is flow. Are we flowing? It's like, no. You're the audience member. You get it. It's right here. You feel it right here, man. Like you feel it. And so you can feel the cadence. You can feel the tone. You can feel the rhythm of the whole flow as it's moving through the edit. Each cut, boom, ga-ga boom, ba-da-da boom. Everything is just the flow. And basically it brings me to my number two. My number two quality or element that is in every good edit and good editor is style. Style, or we could say sense of humor, perspective, personality, playfulness. I personally like the idea of a sense of humor where they're not taking things so seriously, that they're having fun. That commercial that we just watched, did you think that the editor was having fun? I did. I thought that editor was having a blast. You have flow, which shows the knowledge of the craft. The number two is the style, the sense of humor. So now you get a little bit of the personality of the edit and of the editor. And lastly, you have what I guess I like to call just bringing it back down to earth. Like, did you achieve your objective? And so this is the part that I think is hardest for most editors, to satisfy the client and the audience all at once. Can you do that? It's hard because you got to be a little bit of a chameleon, a little bit of a shaman, because you have to understand that while you're playing, you're basically executing a narrative, executing an agenda. That's how it goes. Don't ever get caught up in judging who you're working for or what you're doing, because As an editor, it's a symbiotic relationship with whoever you're working for. You are putting together footage and telling stories and looking for the truth in all of that. That's the point where it's like you hit that professional realm, because this other stuff is very playful and fun, but this is where it becomes a little bit like work, unfortunately, but it's okay. You know, hey, that's just part of life. And so if you're able to achieve the goal, satisfy the client, sell what they need you to sell, showcase what they need you to showcase, and at the same time create something fun and energetic or just meaningful for an audience, come on, man, you're golden. You're golden at that point. You're an editor. Anyways, thank you for watching. I actually got a few more views. If you want to hit the like button, that's pretty cool. If you got a question or comment, throw it in the comment section, please. Or, if you want to ask me something or want me to cover something in particular. All right, let me just turn this.